But today is all about the EFCC Anti-Graft war resuming to former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello's Ordeal. You know the story so well, and many persons have been asking different questions as to why our next governor will be evading arrest. What message is he passing to the EFCC? What message is he passing across to Nigerians, even to the government of the day? They say, one that is pure of heart will not run from any form of accusation. But once one is guilty, you get to see all forms of dance or style that they're using to evade so many situations. Well, my analyst will be the one to really throw more light on this. We'll take a look at the implication also in the anti-graft, which was alleged that a 7th governor aided his escape. We'll look into that also. With me here in the studio to talk about this, I have a legal practitioner. Yes, I'm right about to call him that. Elder statesman, a well-respected individual in Edo State and, of course, in Nigerian politics. Join me to welcome Honorable Gentleman Amigo. Welcome to Politics Today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your coming.
Thank you so much.
All right. So very close to him, he was one time a local government area boss. And, of course, his works, according to reports, speaks volume. He's a politician. He is also into agriculture big time. Join me to welcome Honorable Napoleon Agbama. Welcome to Politics Today. I appreciate your coming.
Good morning, Visi. Good morning, viewers.
The first time the news filtered to the atmosphere that Yahaya Bello evaded arrest, aided by his successor, so to speak, right now, Nigerians started wondering what really went wrong. How did it happen? How come this man chose to take this measure? What is he afraid of? Too many questions. Let me start off with Honorable Frank Amigo. When you got to hear this news and you saw the report, what went through your mind?
Tears. Tears went through my eyes. I teared. And I began to wonder, are these the type of Nigerians that we have that want to occupy positions? You remember that Yahaya wanted to become president of this country. Yahaya now running from justice is so sad. As a governor for 8 years, in fact, Oshomole saw this coming. After his first 4 years, because that's about who didn't even pay salaries, Oshomole said he shouldn't come back. Wasn't a fit and proper person to spend 8 years in government. But behold, there were other powers that supported him, so he came for the second tenure. And then when he was leaving, he created an office for former governor's office inside the government house. That will tell you what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a dictator. And he called himself White Lion. Why would a white lion be running from justice? It's so shameful. He took 84.2 billion. What, for goodness sake, what is he going to do with that? What is he going to do with that? That's poverty of the mind. Which bank will he keep that money? Or in his house? Where will he keep the money? But he took it. Now he has told us, because even from the point of law, the fact that it's evading justice is an offense. He will first answer into that. If a policeman comes to your house and tells you, please report at police on so, ask of IPO, so, you refuse to go, that's an offense. Now talk to a governor, you are running to court to stop them from arresting you. The president, to whom be the peace and blessings of God, has said, go and meet the EFCC. We are all so disturbed that a governor will be running away from justice.
An ex-governor. Yes.
A former governor will be running away from justice. It is so shameful. If people on the other part of the world hear this, so if he became president, he would have gathered the whole money, not billion now, not trillion, probably zillion, and they carry them to where? Where will he keep the money? So we are asking him, we are pleading with him, let him come out, please. It's a shame. He's insulting the people of Kogi, insulting his own near community, that the governor is now on the run. He should come out and face the law. And in fact, Marshal, the accountant general ought to be a culprit.
We'll come to that.
Yeah, who ought to be a culprit of that, who approved and signed the check to remove that huge sum of money.
I'll come back to you.
But it's a painful thing this time, very painful.
I'll come back to you, Honorable. Well, Honorable Napoleon, you heard Honorable Gentleman Amego, he said he teared. That tears went through his heart and came out from his eyes because of what he heard and saw that an ex-governor of that repute that even vied for the position of #1 man of this great nation is running away from the EFCC. What's your feeling about this?
Well, my feeling is that I'm very happy.
You are happy?
I'm very happy
to
see this situation that is afforded there in Kogi. Because, like he said, this is a man who could not pay salary.
Yes.
This is a man who was owing salary up to the tune of even half a year.
12 months.
Not paid to worker. No, we are not talking of other area now. These just workers who have worked for at least a year or more than a year are not paid. And some people gang up to say he must come back as a governor. And he's living now, you are seeing the type of situation. You are seeing the shame. Give it to himself, give it to the state, give it to his family, and even the party. And that is where I commend the effort of, the attitude or effort of the present president, Tinubu. Yeah, if we were other president, probably because they have the same party, they will say, no, EFCC, calm down, do it. No. The man is really saying that if you are a culprit, you must answer it. And as a party man, everybody knows that Yahaya is APC. Those who are not even from APC, those who are in APC, we have to know that, yes, it is not business as usual. Like we have been saying, Nigeria one day will wake up to be a giant nation. We are saying giant of Africa. Today we are not. So Nigeria will wake up through somebody that will be there. And I'm believing with what Tinubu is doing, we are getting very close to the era. And that is why I told you that I'm very happy because of the situation. It is an eye-opener to every leader, to every other person, for those who are even on the seat today right there, that you are there to serve the people, serve them well, and not to embezzle or mismanage those funds.
All right. Some are saying that former President Muhammad Buhari began like this. So some also said it's like, it has political undertone. This time around, they are in the same political party. Some are opining that Mr. President made that statement to score political points. How would you react to that assertion?
I beg your pardon.
That Mr. President Tinubu declared, I told him to go show himself to the EFCC because he wants to score political points?
No, it doesn't. It's not political point. The man is waking up. You can do so many things that he's doing now. He's waking up. If you want me to digress a little, look at the speed at which the Naira went to 1,800. He has brought it down to 1,200 or 1,100. And so many others. Now he has started tagging products in the market. Don't cheat, don't do it. And now the Yahaya, he said, go and answer this. It's not. Look at even those wanted to seize power in Ibadan. The people who went agitators.
Yes.
He has told Anthony now they have been arrested. I told my people when it happened, they are going to go to life jail or for 20 years. That's sedition. He said, look, there are consequences for any action. Even if you are Yoruba, doesn't matter. The man is waking up because he's now taking over the administration of the country. That's why all these governors, you might ask me, what will be the solution to all these problems of former governors stealing these things?
Yeah, we'll get to that point later because it ropes almost all ex-governors that don't want to give account.
Yahaya should please give himself up to the law. Don't run away from the law. We have all agreed in this country. Section 1 of the Constitution says all of us have agreed to bind ourselves by this law. That's the ground norm of the Constitution. So he should come out. Why is he hiding? Wherever he's hiding, wherever he's keeping, please release him. Let him come and face the law of the land.
Right. Now, but if you take a look at the way he escaped, so to speak, some are saying that despite the fact that the governor do have immunity, he should be called to book also for aiding and abetting. What's your take on that?
Yeah, before I come to that, I want to add to the first question you asked my colleague.
Yes.
That Tinubu is very serious in reducing corruption, financial corruption, by whether sitting governor, chairman, or whoever. You see what is happening in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. He's a man that really want to see the truth. You see what he's doing is that he is a politician and not a military, a trade politician. And a trade politician is not after words. A trade politician that after one position or two positions is very rich, you know that is a very, very dubious person. A trade politician have names, not money.
That's true. That's true.
So I believe that was Tinubu stand for. Well, to come to your question that somebody wastes him away or whatever, you see, that is what we are talking about. And that is why recent past in Edo State, we said no Godfather. Let's kill Godfather. Though some certain people are still not letting Godfather to die. Because the governor, the present governor of Kogi State, is seeing Yahaya Bello as his Godfather.
Yeah.
I want to protect my Godfather.
Yes.
But however, I think it has come to a time when the National Assembly should look into that issue of immunity. How that immunity should be used. Because in this type of situation, that immunity that the present governor used to whisk him away, like they allege, if it is true, it should not be part of the immunity given to that governor. You cannot use your immunity to help a criminal or to help a corrupt person that is needed by any of the agencies that is calling him. And I believe it's just what he's doing is only postponing evil days. It's still going to happen. He must call, he must come, and he must be answerable to the EFCC.
All right.
No. Yeah, but let me say something, Mr. Marshall. What the governor of Kogi is doing is a payback. If you recall when he was giving certificate, he went to Yahaya's place.
And knelt down.
Knelt down, was on his knees for 5 minutes, as if you are talking to John Campbell. Well, that's right. Okay. On his knees, giving him the certificate. That's why he created his own office, former governor's office, inside
the government house.
Inside the government house. And the young man accepted it because this is the man who made me governor. But why he did that, it was partially covered by the law because there were two judgments. One said Yahaya should be arrested. The other high court man said no, Yahaya should not be arrested. It became a kind of conflict from courts that are coordinate jurisdiction. So he could go either side. And then I'm sure that's why the governor did that. If a higher court, like appeal of court, said he should give himself up, I don't think the junior court should have said don't. So he will be bound by the senior court's ruling. So I think that's why he had the coverage for daring to do what he did, that he could whisk him out. Wike did it in River State. They wanted to arrest that woman in FDDC. Wike came out in the dead of the night and said, no, you can't arrest him because he is the chief security
officer of the state.
Yes. So he could make some mistakes because of friendship.
Would you liken that to a mistake or something that intentionally did?
Yeah, it could be that, well, let me just save my friend. Could be based on that, particularly the man who made him. He was a nobody. He brought him from nowhere and they made him a governor. So it was just showing gratitude. But that was the wrong one he did. So that's why I think he did what he did. Honorable Obama is talking about. But all the same, it's a wrong thing he did.
It's the wrong thing that he did. And despite the fact that we have two courts, one is like, superior in judgment to the other. But if we take a look at the situation right now, when you talk about the anti-graft war, this was the same way former President Buhari started. All action. Getting at some persons that are suspected to be involved in one form of fraudulent activities or the other. Some are saying that this might not see the light of the day. What you're seeing right now is just theatrics, just to paint this government in the right dimension, giving them this holier-than-thou perspective. Honorable Obama, what do you feel about that?
Thank you, Wilson. I don't think so, because only very few chief executives that have the intention to go in there and steal will allow his government to operate like that. Like I said at the beginning, Tinubu is a politician, while the former president you mentioned is a military person, and health was not just in his favor when he came in. That is Buhari now. Because of that health challenges, he was not able to be doing what Tinubu is doing now. And health is very favorable to Tinubu. Tinubu is healthy. So, and I believe he's going to do something. We cannot compare Tinubu with Buhari. He's two different human beings from a different background. One was trained as a military officer. The other one was fully trained as a politician. So I believe, let's give him a time. There's going to be sanity into this area of corruption.
So right now, it's not a flash in the pan, it's a reveal.
At all, it's not.
You see, we have grown,
okay,
and we are growing. He cannot just be a flash in the pan. No, it cannot be. So he has spoken, and we are all listening. We are going to take him by his word. If he does, if like you said, 2-3 weeks, nothing is said about it, we will all go to the forest of Kogi and bring out Yahaya. Come and bring our money, please. You see, I get.
You sound as if you know where he is in the forest of Kogi. Is that where he is right now?
Probably.
All right.
You see, I also feel very disturbed when, like, Honorable Obama is talking about, try to measure Buhari with Tinubu. Buhari was just a docile president. He came to look for money to treat himself, very docile.
Well, some may not agree to that comment of yours.
Even when he became well,
yes.
Even when he became well, he had nothing to offer. A man doesn't work more than the level he understands. You know, certain people make statements to you, you wonder, what is this man talking? But in fact, even in law, we are told when somebody is talking foolish things, don't quarrel, just walk away. So when he was doing certain things, we didn't bother because we needed to respect our president, and we respected him throughout. So, like he said, Tinubu, I wasn't favoring him from the beginning, but his actions now, I'm thrilled by his actions. We must move. We can't remain in one place. We must move forward. That's what he is doing now. You know now that in Abuja, you tag all your goods. It is 10 naira. It is 7 naira. Because if you sell more than that, you will be arrested and you will face the law. So these are the things we want in this country. And he has told these people, my people, what you did is wrong, go and face the law. If we get a president like that in all things, look at the fight against naira and dollar. Isn't that surprising you? He's fighting, he's still fighting. The what do you call this, diesel has come to
1,000 naira.
1,000 naira now. So we'll see in another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's going to come down to about 700-600. So that since there's no light, we will be able to buy diesel to give ourselves light. But all the things like Obama said, Tinubu did it before. Why we were not sure of what he will be able to do again was because of his health. But we have known now that he has good health. He has good health. He goes everywhere now. He talks on every matter. It's not the other man who didn't even know what to say. Anything.
All right. Now, if you take a look at the situation right now, it's like Nigerians are confused. While some are weeping about this, others are crying over this. But some are saying, at the end of all this, Bello will not be arrested. They just fall down to plea bargain. How true is this assertion, Honorable Obama?
My brother, I do not believe that if Mr. A did something last year and Mr. B is given the same assignment this year, he must therefore be the same way Mr. A did it last year. Let's wait and see. Time is there. Time will tell us. I do not have to project to something that one cannot say. What will happen the next 1 hour, only God knows. And what is in your mind today to do, only God knows. I sit here with you, don't know. So therefore, I cannot just preempt what the president will do or what the administration will do. But what they have started with, what we are seeing today, we are seeing it as somebody that is very serious in combating these anomalies by will of corruption. And he have opened up to say, go and answer. Why is Yahaya Bello running?
Exactly.
You are running away, even tell the whole Nigerian that you are even an accomplice of what they have accused of. That means, even if we want to even go into the administration of Kogi for the past 8 years, it's even more than what the EFCC is talking about. Like I said at the beginning, that I'm happy. It is an example that to other sitting governors, sitting chief executives, yes, ministers, commissioners, that era of is over. Let's do it, because when I see the mass drill of professional doctors, engineers, others going to other countries, what I always say is that the place you are running to was made up of 1 or 2 persons. Make that place to be comfortable. Make that place to be. Why are you running? Let us all be here. Like you rightly said just now, when you said any forest is, yeah, let the people more go out, and even the government house. Is it untouchable?
Well, you go search the government house.
Yes.
But don't forget about the military.
Let the Kogi people rise up and go into the government house. If he's there,
to bring him
out. Yes. Because it's even spelling their name. It's spelling their image. So they should come back this time, wake up and do it. So that every other state, every other area will take a lesson from that.
All right, now do you see...
Now let me tell you, sir.
Okay.
You and some other people in this country are not helping matters. You just use the word now, oh, it's a flash in the pan and nothing will happen. You are preemptive.
No, yes. It's a question I'm asking.
But I have answered that quite correctly.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
You are being preemptive, sir.
Yes.
You don't think of the negative part of any decision. Think of the positive side. It must happen. It's going to happen. It will happen. Don't think, oh, they are good. Where we were in 1960, you were not.
We don't pray to be.
It's not where we are now. We are moving forward. And in any case,
yes.
In any case, sir, time there was in this country when we had what we call PLO. I'm sure you were not born. Presidential liaison officers.
Officers, yes.
They were monitoring governors.
NPA have in Bender State that.
Yes, I think we should reintroduce it because they made governors to stand on their toes.
To sit up.
Yes, to watch governors. They were reporting to Mr. President every 2 weeks. So if you go to Abuja, then Lagos as it was, then Lagos, the man will be there, will know how much you have signed for. And
because they know the money coming from you from the federal.
He will be telling the state people, you have XY money. But today, all the 36 governors, nobody is monitoring them. They have limitless power. They can steal 80 billion like Yahaya. Nobody will bother them. Some can even see trillion. Nobody will. There must be a way to monitor these people. And that's why I have to call on the House of Assembly, National Assembly. There must be a way to control the governance. If Mr. President is taking money, he alone cannot wreck this country. But with 36 governors, we're in trouble. If Yahaya can multiply 84.2 billion times 36 governors. Some are more. Some could be less. So let's take the average of that of Yahaya, 84.2 billion. Multiplied
by 36.
By 36
or 37.
That is among us.
Yes.
Anyway, now some of the people know that the reason why these things happened to Yahaya Bello, in the sense that it was declared wanted by Mr. President, by immigration, by the EFCC, is because he's not in the good book right now of Mr. President. Politically speaking, that this has a lot to do with politics, in the sense that somewhere along the line in the primaries, Yahaya did not support the candidacy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Over now to you, Honorable Desmond.
I do not believe so. Yes. I use one of these ministers just now, yes. Minister Edu. I don't think have you restated her back.
She's still under suspension.
It's on suspension, and the investigation is going on.
Yes.
If you were to use who support me or whatever, I think the woman would be there. No, that is what I'm saying. The notion.
Sorry to cut in. If you take a look at the case of El-Rufai, it's taking the power, the might, the strength of the House of Assembly in his former state, Kaduna State, to call him to order. not the EFCC right now, going straight for him.
Yes.
Because that's what similar saying, El-Rufai, you have XYZ to answer to about billions of naira and of course millions of dollars in this particular regard. But in the case of Yahaya Bello, we are seeing the EFCC going straight to Yahaya Bello. Don't you think it's because he has fallen out of favor with President Bola Tinubu according to assertion in public domain?
No, not at all. Even before the exit of Yahaya Bello, his act of corruption financially has been there with the EFCC. Because of immunities that cover Yahaya Bello, the EFCC couldn't act at that moment. You will recall that immediately he handed over. He was even trying to go to his community when he heard that EFCC is already lazy, waiting for him. He has to come back, going to government house because he knows has created an office for a former governor.
Surrogate.
You understand? So that is why it's a very clear issue. If this thing have just started yesterday, after he has left office, probably visit, I would support you. No, because the EFCC was already having those before he left office. So for those using the House of Assembly, like you mentioned, the House of Assembly just got those information that they are gathering over the former governor. And they have to look at it. After looking at it, they have no financing. They are still going to give it to EFCC. Only their own is just to get the findings, whether true or wrong. And they will still, if they find very they have to send it to EFCC. So therefore, it's a very two different things that the president, when you look at it, what he's doing, is really serious in making sure that he deal with this financial corruption. So I believe, don't let people, we always, like a pastor just now, don't what people, this perception of people yesterday to judge today. Yes. It is different because life is dynamic. We are moving. Like I told you about my feeling over immigrants, or people who are migrating because here is down very hard, doctors, nurses, and every other thing. No, we must make Nigeria a great nation that people will come in. When we were young, we do see Indians, Britons, and others, white people, teaching in our secondary school here.
Yes, yes.
Teaching in our secondary school, in our private companies. But today, they are no longer here. What is the reason? Let's go forward. And I believe it's going to start with just one person. And you will be thinking, like he said just now, and some other, this is how I have been done. This is how I have been doing before. No, it shouldn't be how we do it before. It should be how are we going to move together.
All right, now some of the opinion that Mr. President is trying to clean his own house first before he launches the attack on other persons, because we have a better Edu case. We also have a Yahaya Bello's case, and of course, El-Rufai case. Like, you know, these are all members of the ruling party, APC. Do you think he's going to spread the net after cleaning his house, or he's just trying to pick out those persons he feels that may not be in tune with a style or system of governance?
Before a
as a party man.
Before a answer.
Yes.
Before a answer. Yes. Let me tell you, give you one Benin parable. He said, if you don't hold your the same father, the same mother with you, if you don't hold that person very strong, the other person that is just the same father, not the same mother with you, will not be afraid of you. Wow. If that's now he brought the whole like this, so the other one will have to sit tight. So what if he's doing it starting with the APC governor and ministers or whatever? I'm in support, so that every other party members who probably will be thinking I'm not the same party with him, no, they will have to sit tight. If you can do this to APC members, my own will be worse.
All right. That's it coming down to...
You know El-Rufai supported Tinubu?
Yes.
That didn't exonerate him.
At all.
That didn't please Tinubu.
But still, the EFCC is not going against El-Rufai. It's the House that is going against El-Rufai.
Yeah, and like that's what I explained just now. They both have to investigate.
They will get there. They will get, more so now, whether it's true, I don't know, that he wants to join another political party. We are waiting. But he supported Tinubu to the last point. And then, of course, doesn't stop Tinubu from getting him into EFCC. If you have done wrong, you must be punished. They will have laws in this. That's how I started. If you do anything wrong, we say, you should be ready to face the law. The law is no respecter of any person. Don't you see the president of America is on trial?
Yes.
And he has 34 counts. How can he get out of 34 counts? That's just one of the other many cases. So he's going to go to jail. President of America. The law is not a respecter
Ex-president.
of any person.
Ex-president of
Yes,
America.
they still call him Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. Former President. Well, you know who we are talking about.
Yes.
Trump. Trump is facing the court. And other countries too. The Brazil, they are all coming to face law. The former president of Brazil is coming to face law. You know it, Mr. Marshall. You know it. They are coming. That's what president wants to establish. He did it in Lagos, and he's going to do it here too. It was when he came newly, but now he knows that he is Mr. President. He is Mr. President, and he has a responsibility. He has said that we will not leave administration and leave Nigeria where it has always been. So please let us support him. Let us work with him. Let us appreciate him if he's doing well. And if he doesn't do well, let us also tell him. But say it softly, not by insulting him. For so far now, it's not a year yet. He's doing well.
All right, but like what you rightly talked about, the Accountant General.
Yeah, that's
it's like in all of this, these guys, maybe a man or a woman, somehow, somewhere, avoid or escape the clause of the EFCC. How come? Because they according to report, they are accomplices. They want to normally sign the check and give them backing.
I was a civil servant.
Yes.
In my days, you cannot take 10 naira without the approval of the Accountant General. Now, for an Accountant General to sign off 80-something billion, it is, give me, I give you. Wash my back, I wash your back. So he too must be arrested. I can assure you now that must have even gone away. Because he knows at the end, if we go to court, they are going to bring him in. He must have gotten away to Singapore, to anywhere, because he's in trouble. He signed. How? Did you follow the order? We have what we call general order in the civil service. Did you follow the order? Did all the approving officers sign that paper before you finally approve? Or does it mean, President Joko, please go and bring this amount of money? Bring 84 billion, you take 10 billion. Then you will just go and bring it. No, he too is going to answer that question. To get that kind of money out, it's a conspiratorial act, which all of them must answer if we want to dig really into it. From the approving officer, all of them should be arrested and they say what they know about it. The governor can't give instruction, go and bring this, and they go and bring it. When what do you call him now? The Roboman was governor, military governor. Ejo,
yes.
Ejo was here. At that time, I was in the treasury. We say, please, we want 25,000. I'm not saying 25 million, 25,000 alone. And he needed to go from one table to the other, even to my own table, before he could approve 25,000, 25 million. That time to fight the war.
But that was huge.
It was.
Then it was huge.
It was.
Yeah.
But what I mean, he couldn't just take, even though he was a soldier, he couldn't just take it. He has to go through the nitty-gritty of the office before that one. But how can you approve 84 billion? No, it's unsayable.
84 billion.
It's unsayable.
All right, now should all ex-governors be afraid and be jittery right now?
Oh, yes.
Honorable, yes.
They, with what is happening, they must have to sit tight.
Oh, yes.
Those who have opportunity to clean their table have to clean their table so that they cannot be dealt with the way Yahaya is being dealt with now. I want to come into the question you asked, Ipa.
Yes.
I have an opportunity to be a council chairman, the lowest arm of government.
You were very good.
There is no way you can take out 1 naira without the knowledge of the HOS and the TAG of a council. There is no way.
They must be in the know.
Oh, there is no way. Salary, they are the people. You only just, they have prepared the salary. You look at it that there is no filtration, no addition, no what, it is the correct one. You approve for payment.
Yes.
If you want to buy a shovel, they are the people that we call the engineer to say how much is that shovel.
Yes.
shovel is 10 naira, you approve the 10 naira. And they are going to sign the check. A chairman of a council does not sign a check.
It's not at all.
But I don't know whether that is applicable in the state or national. And I do believe it's the same. If a president does not sign check, the governor does not sign check, without the collaboration of some top civil servants, how can a governor take that huge amount? It's not possible. It's not possible. There is no money that will leave government coffer without the knowledge of the Accountant General and the HOS, head of service. It is not possible. So therefore, like he said, punish only the politician over what both the politician, the political head, and some top civil servant did. It's a wrong. There's something. As they are looking for Yahaya Bello, they should equally look for the Accountant General and the head of service who serve under him. Yes. So that is where you can get the truth.
So both should be on
there is no way. When you see any work that is being done by governor, by council chairman, by president, those people must be aware.
They must be.
They must be aware.
But now some of the people that you go into the past to probe governors, to run after them, chase after them, it consumes a lot of money that is a waste of finances. Why not just focus towards the future? Use this money to prosecute all these ex-governors, all these so-called right now people that are wanted in the society. Why not use that money to better the nation?
That means they were right to have stolen the money. So they just go home and be enjoying all that money that they took. That's what you are saying. Some people can use, do you know that some people take lawyer to fight people who steal packets of cigarettes? I'm sure you've never heard. Somebody stole a packet of cigarettes in Sapele. I was then in Sapele. And then the owner took him to court and then took a lawyer to demand for the packet of cigarettes. And when man was there, I said, he has to do the correct thing. He is doing that because he wants the man to know that what he did is wrong. You can just, when somebody steals money, you just say, let him go with the money. Then you are encouraging others. Now, no poor man's son can run for governorship. You know, you are busy speaking English every day. You can't run for House of Rep. You can't run for House of Assembly. Do you know why? Because you don't have the money. Even if you have the brain.
Well, what's one like you backing me up? I can run successfully.
No, I don't have the money too. Look at we are talking about Rufai.
Yes.
One is in House of Assembly. One is in House of Rep. Because the money is there. So nobody now, you cannot get an intelligent person who wants to run for any position in this country who has some money.
Who are ready to make things better.
You have a lot of professors, very sound professors, doctors, engineers, barristers, lawyers. They can't talk because they don't have the money to fight the fight. They can't fight the fight. Before you say you want to become a governor, you must be having not less than 2 billion in your account before you start. I'm not saying that would be sufficient to run for governorship, but before you start, and you must be ready to lose 1.5 billion, meeting leaders, meeting groups, going around, getting vehicles, cooking every day in your house. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Obama didn't have that money. His brain brought him out in a civilized society. His own brain brought him out in a civilized society. Here it's not brain we are talking about. How much money? Even us that are the politicians, you say he's coming. So he went to Bubaga the other time. How much did he put down there? He said, just put down 1 million. I said, 1 million is nonsense. You to go and vote to support him is bringing you 1 million. So you people, the younger ones, you're in trouble. In our days, it wasn't like that. We could run for election without money. Now it's no way. And that's why these people want to build their own families. That's why they are stealing money. They want to build their children's children. So it will be there, it will be a legendary decision. It's unfortunate. We can't go there. So let's see how this man can help us repair this country.
All right, talking about repairing the country, chasing after these ex-governors or anyone found wanting when you talk about corruption allegation. Now, how do you think Mr. President will sustain this fight? Remember, it's one thing to start off a venture.
That's true.
The other thing is to sustain that venture. How do you think we're going to do this, knowing fully well that we are a little bit recovering from these harsh economic realities? One or two, Honorable Napoleon.
Thank you. To succeed, the whole Nigerians have to support the president.
Yes.
The general public have to support the president. The civil servant have to support the president. The judiciary have to support the president.
That's true.
The security agencies have to support the president. If everybody support the president will succeed. And at the end, we will all be happy for it. We will all be happy for it. Because, to me, there are some, I'm not a judge, but there are some issues, like you raised at the beginning of our discussion just now, that there was a lower court who said they cannot arrest Yahaya Bello.
Yes.
Are you telling me that that judge is not a Nigerian, that is not hearing or seeing what is happening in Kogi for giving that type of judgment?
Exactly.
So those are the area we are talking about.
Exactly.
If we have judiciary who are really serious to make sure that this country become a very giant country that every other nation will run to, I think they are sitting tight and supporting the president will succeed.
All right, Mato.
When you talk of the security agents,
yes,
the same thing. A policeman knowing the rightful person, the right thing to do, is doing the wrong thing. He talk about politicians, how they demand money from an aspirant or whatever, down to the voters. That is why you hear we talk about vote buying or whatever. In the olden days, those were not there. Is that not true?
Yeah, of course. That's
because
why
you have to, if you are now carrying a big sum of money to give to people in order to vote for you, what does that mean? When you get there, you have to fill up those money.
Precisely.
So therefore, if every Nigerian, if everybody, every segment of the society join the president with clean hearts, the country will be okay.
Number two, call into the show. For part of this show, listeners on radio, and of course, people that are viewing us on TV. It's 080-7777-0300. Now, that is a number to call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to Politics Today.
Good morning. My name is wonderful. I want to contribute to what they are saying.
Oh, please, what's your name? We didn't get that.
My name is Mr. Wonderful. I want to contribute to what they are saying.
Mr. Wonderful, could you please give us your real
Hello.
name, not your
Yes.
alias, please?
The thing is that all that they are saying, hello.
Go ahead.
All that they are saying is that who that are not corrupt from the Senate, the president, the Senate president, from all these ones, are they not, all of them, are they not corrupt?
Very, very.
To fight this corruption, let it start from his own house. Start from his own house, so that we know that he's very, very serious. Because the way he's doing it, I see Yahaya Bello matching some that he's supposed not to match. That's why they are after him. Let him start from his own house. All of them are corrupt. That's just what I want to say now. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Now, he just said what I opined as about the question being asked. Maybe he stepped on toes. Maybe this has to do with political undertone because it's falling out of favor, so to speak, with Mr. President. How about the caller said? Let's say this call. Let's hear what this caller have to say. Hello.
Listen, good morning, guests in the studio.
All right.
My name is Gerald calling from St. Sylvia.
All right, Gerard, go ahead.
The first caller. Corruption, you don't start from, you start anywhere. Exactly. There's no way you can fight corruption.
Exactly.
We have to start one place. Let Nigerians know. The reason why I will not support state police, these are the reason why. You see a state judge giving a judgment that you should not try Yahaya Bello. You see the reason why I always say on this platform that we need independence of judiciary, we need independence of local government, we need independence of House of Assembly. We don't see that independent. A government cannot come and collect 80 billion, 82 billion. When Yahaya Bello was paying two months salary for the past 6 years,
right.
Thank
all
you very
right.
much.
Thank you
You
so,
see,
so
about all
much.
these law people are talking
Yes.
about. Judiciary, this, that. Those who are, we say in law, those who are VAR must prove. You can't, like Akpabio, everybody says for corrupt this and that. Yes, we have all heard, you have heard.
The proof is not.
But you must have to prove.
But what about the allegation level then?
Then go to court.
Some weekend.
Yes, allegation.
Go to court.
Listen.
Yes.
Allegation must be, somebody must come out to say yes. Yes, before the final judgment, everything is still allegation, it's just not proof.
Exactly.
You must start to say, yes, I saw Wilson. Wilson took this thing, took the other one, took this. So there must be one or two persons from the government house or the state to say, yes, I'm proving that this man, he must come and prove it. But without nobody coming up, me and you are just saying that is hearsay. And I don't believe any government will act on hearsay.
Nobody steals an ownerless thing.
All right, now let's...
Something that has ownership, nobody can steal it.
Nobody can steal it.
Nobody. If you get money on the road and you take it...
Are you not saying that it's home and dry? Those allegations are like, That
was, somebody must be out to prove.
Yeah, somebody must come.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I want to contribute to what you're saying.
All right, what's your name and where are you calling from?
John from Jared.
All right, John from Jared. Go ahead, John.
We fighting corruption.
So who's fighting corruption?
We cannot ask him how he ruled for 8 years. We are fighting corruption. Ami is moving scot-free with all the allegations. Corruption. Naira ways and means collected under Buhari a month before leaving office. So are we really fighting corruption just now? Offended some powerful people and they are just after him. He is there in Senate. Akpabio is there. Wike is a minister. I against all these people and they are all serving the current government. It's a game.
It's a game. All right, Steve.
We are still saying the same thing.
Because
this should be
allegations. These allegations, until it's proven, you cannot say that they are guilty. But in this case, Yahaya is on the run.
Yeah, that's right. That's the proof.
So people are having this notion wasting.
Yes.
Because of the past. What has been happening in the past.
In the past.
Me, I will not use the past to judge the present administration.
Yes.
Let's look at what the present administration will do before we now start.
All right, let's finish on that call. Hello. Hello. All right, now, what the last caller said, he said, why didn't they probe the past president? And of course, those that worked with him. I mean, Yahaya Bello also, he's a tenure Senate with former President Muhammadu Buhari. You understand? So why didn't you go for the past president? If you really want to fight corruption, you start from the head. Yes, hello. Good morning.
This is Solomon Ataga.
All right, Solomon Ataga, go ahead.
To analysts in the house. God bless you.
Thank you.
Is this? Since these people is not really our problem. The disaster they have caused to the state. They are just saying in the studio there now that it is allegation. Bello will come out tomorrow and say, is this the 84 million allegation? To come out when the Kogi planning. That's how they cook us. When it comes to politicians, it's allegation. We all know the suffering of the Kogi people. They are not be able to pay salary. And those to be able to wait, we must also recommend him. But if he can really do it sincerely, Yahaya Bello needs to be and money to the civil servants in that state that they are owing salary. Not after at the end of the day, they will not take court. Judge will not say, send it bail, let it go and pay 40 or 50 million. Then 2 million, 84 million will just go like that. The case we have been seeing. So that is my take.
Wow.
But
that's opinion.
Yeah, that's quite correct what you said. That is the dictate of our law. Somebody steals 10 million and the court France say we are guilty, go and pay 500,000. That is the law. You cannot add to the law. The judge cannot just add to the law.
So can we say the law is deficient in all of this?
If you want to say so. You see, when a case is manifestly bad, we say in law, it is bad. But there must be a whistleblower. There must be an insider who must come out to say, yes, you stole this money.
And the beauty of that conviction, whether to pay 10 naira or 5 naira after stealing billion, is that the person is already an ex-convict.
Yeah, but we are enjoying his money. That's what they're saying.
Yes, enjoy his money.
Yes.
And that is why I said just now that in the National Assembly have a very big role to play in making sure that corruption is dealt with in this country.
All right,
because
now,
without those laws, it will be difficult for the judiciary.
All right. Yeah, good morning. One more call. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Politics Today. What's your name?
Good morning, Wilson.
Good morning. What's your name?
Sonny,
All right, Sonny. What do you feel about this?
good morning to the respective guests in the studio, especially gentleman amigo.
What's it?
Even though he has not been gentle to me.
Big boy. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with you one day.
The person will deal with you one
To be
day.
honest with you, all their submissions are valid. Depending on where you are looking at it from. It's just like I was angry some few days ago. By going towards the golf course, the light asked me to go. And I was angry that those that were coming up for golf course, they were also going. I was angry. Only for me to cross to that, and I saw that the light was also asked them to go. So I apologize to them. So I think in this issue of corruption, especially with Nigerians that are crying for young people to come into political office, they have seen that our problem is not either young or either old. That is a man that has character.
Exactly.
If we need an elder like a gentleman amigo who has distinguished himself, whether he's a member of APC or not, he has been able to say his mind the way it should be without abusing anybody. Yes. So the same way, these young ones need elders that will help them to do what is right. But for Yahaya Bello, me, I'm going to put a rubber of rice for anybody that can find me out. So
You got to be kidding me.
Because he has got his level to that level where a man who served for 8 years, people are supposed to greet him for doing well. Rather, he cannot account for over 84 billion naira.
Yes.
And this is an insult to Nigeria. Yes. Number two, I want them to punish the security agencies who try to stop the EFCC from doing their job. Then number three, the House of Assembly should impeach Ododo, who nothing because he's not a governor, he can say no into his hand. If they cannot impeach him, after 4 years, he should be tried. Because the need for the constitution to try to stand against justice when the law already given order.
Thank you.
They are going to be arrested.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much. And that is the last call. We're going to have our last line on this discussion, the way forward. Honorable Napoleon Agbama, some are saying that preventive measure is far better than curative measure. Because what we're doing right now is curative. How can we prevent corruption? I want to start off with you, your last line briefly.
Thank you very much, Wixie. You said you see what we have been discussing here since, and the contributor of those who are phoning.
Yeah.
The corruption that be with us, how do we now do with it to make sure that it's no longer there? The last caller just said, those who are even yearning for a younger one to be president or governor or whatever, it is not whether you are young or old. It's of a mindset. If you are really, like I said at the beginning, any chief executive, whether council chairman, governor, president want to be enrich himself, he's a criminal. He has been in his mind. What you should have is that integrity. For people who will respect you, a former council chairman, a former governor, in his time he did well. A clear example is that of Ali. Ali died, everybody saw that he wasn't even having a house in his own community, turned to talk of the city. So he served selflessly. Those who are even parading themselves as PS or whatever, it is through the Ali contribution in terms of education. So in dealing with corruption, we all Nigerians, whether you are a civil servant, you are a market woman, you are whatever, judiciary, we have to create that mindset that this is our country, we don't have any other country to go, and we must make the country to be a very good one.
Thank you so much, Honorable Napoleon Agbama, one-time local government chairman of Ohuwode. Two times, local government chairman.
Was a champion.
Yes, of Ohuwode local government. Well, you're going to have the last line of discussion, Honorable gentleman amigo. Preventive measures.
Thank you, Wisi. It's a very complex situation. It starts with you and I. Even do you know sometimes you have to bribe your little child that is 10 years old to go across the road and buy you something? Isn't that corruption? It is corruption. The university lecturers you don't buy their books, you fail their exams. Isn't that corruption? The teachers, they tell children at home, bring a broom, bring a toilet roll. If you don't, you will be asked to go home. No lecture for it. That is corruption. You see, everybody has to be involved. Look at what happened in Borno, for example. Shetima, our president, vice president, how he brought Zulum. Zulum did so well as a professor from the university. He said, I called him out from the university, made him a chairman of a board. He didn't take one kobo. Say, what's wrong with this man? He had no household. Okay, he brought him again to the ministry. I put him 20 billion in that ministry. Yet the man had no house. So that's why I said, this man must become the governor of Borno State. That's why today is the governor. He has built a house now, but thank God for him. In Kenya, the president left without a home, no house. In Rwanda now, we fought many wars. You know what is happening. Yeah. If a minister enters first class now, that minister is sacked immediately. Right, it can happen in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Well, it's all about preventive measures right now, because all these corrective measures will just gut more and more millions, sometimes billions of naira, and prosecuting all those corrupt officials. Let's see how long Yahaya Bello will elude justice. Like they say, eventually, justice always catches up with the guilty. Gentlemen, thank you once more. I appreciate both of your wonderful analysis. Thank you.